is Ariane. I am a luxury travel advisor based in Vancouver, Canada, and today I am here at the Ambassador Transit Hotel in Terminal 3 of the Singapore airport. So I really want to show you guys around and give you guys a review of this transit hotel. So we have this hotel booked for 8 hours. It was booked for me through the Thailand Tourism Board as I'm here with them on a hosted trip. We arrived here at around just after 10 o'clock. It is now 10:30, so I'm going to give you guys a quick room tour and then we will chat tomorrow morning because it has been a very long flight. Make sure to check out my previous episode because that was my 17-hour flight from Vancouver to Singapore in premium economy, and I did do a review on that. So be sure to check that video out as well if you haven't already, and let's give you guys a room tour. The standard room I stayed in had a queen-size bed. The bed was quite firm. It also looked like there was a window in the room as there were curtains. However, there was no window in this particular room that I had. The air conditioning was also sufficient and the room was really good cleanliness wise. For a few hours sleep and to freshen up, it's actually a really great place to stay. After my long flight, it did feel really good to have a shower. And also they provide a razor kit, toothbrushes, combs right in the room in the amenity kit, so you don't even need to ask for them, which is great. The shower was actually really good and had great pressure and temperature. The Rainfall shower was wonderful, and also the shower gel and 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner was also available. Also there was a kettle, bottles of water, that was all complimentary. Good morning, friends. So it is about almost 5 o'clock in the morning here in Singapore, and I did sleep about 3 hours. That's all I really got, even though we had the transit hotel for almost 8 hours. But I am gonna go and just kind of show you around what's currently open here at the Singapore Changi airport. So today is March 3rd, so things have been starting to reopen for transit passengers. So let's go take a look around Singapore airport and see what's open. Let's go! This early in the morning, the Singapore airport was still very, very quiet. Most things were still closed. The Singapore airport did only reopen to transit passengers properly on March 1st, and as I mentioned, I transited through the Singapore airport on March 2nd into the morning of March 3rd. So a lot of things, such as the butterfly garden, were still closed during the time of my visit. That being said, there were still lots of things to do and see within the Singapore airport, and I did travel between Terminal 3 and one of the other terminals to see the outdoor cactus garden and also a few of the other attractions that were actually still open. Again, sorry for the grainy video. This was taken before 6 a.m. so it was still very, very dark, but I did kind of want to show that you could still actually get outside and get a bit of somewhat fresh air. It was really interesting to see that some of these outdoor spaces were still open, such as the cactus garden, the water lily garden, which obviously I'm assuming because they were also some of these areas in a corner to were smoking areas. But it was nice to get outside and enjoy the Singapore airport. And obviously there's lots of different art around the airport, even though some of the stores were still closed. After exploring the airport, it was time to head back to the Ambassador Transit Hotel, as it was time to check out and grab my things. I will say with the Ambassador Transit Hotel, if you are interested in booking it, make sure you book it in advance. Many people do try just to show up and are disappointed because it does sell out. So again, I really did enjoy my stay at the Ambassador Transit Hotel in Terminal 3 of the Singapore airport. Again, if you are interested in booking the hotel, make sure to book it in advance because it does sell out, as I mentioned. And it was nice to see that some of the stores were starting to open up, as the Singapore transit areas had only been open for less than 72 hours at this point of me traveling through. One of my really big tips for the Singapore airport is to remember that you actually don't go through security until you actually get to your gate. So if you are planning on buying any bottles of water or anything like that for your flight, unfortunately, once you get to your gate, you will not be able to bring them through unless they're under 100 milliliters or empty. There are water filling stations on the other side if you do have an empty bottle. I hope you enjoyed this episode of my transit experience at the Singapore airport. Please be sure to subscribe, as my next episode is my travel day to Phuket and staying at the Racha. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.